Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with a wrap of the news of the Montgomery County Council for this second week in March. We start this week with new legislation that would impose a 5-cent tax on paper and plastic carryout bags provided by retailers in the county. It's been introduced by the county executive and is being supported by a majority of the council. Its expected revenues from the tax could generate as much as $1.5 million in its first year. That money would be directed to the fund that pays for stormwater management, litter pickup, and watershed restoration.
The goal is to do right by our environment, to do right by our streams, because nothing is more harmful to our streams and to the Chesapeake Bay than plastic bags. We see them all the time. I live right next to the canal, right next to the river. Every place you go, you see these plastic bags. So our goal is to change the behavior, and it's easy to do.
I actually posted about this bill over the weekend on my Facebook page, and I said I was excited to support this effort, and I got a lot of criticism there, actually. I was a little surprised, a little confused, and I went outside to think about it and, look for a sign of what I should do, and I looked up, and right over my back fence in the tree, and I have a picture of it, was a big white plastic bag from the corner store. So I knew this is the right thing to do. And
providing affordable housing of all types has always been a goal of the County Council. This week, members of the Planning, Housing, and Economic Development Committee met to discuss the housing element to the general plan. The housing element provides goals, policies, and actions that help the county plan for the housing needs of all segments of the county. Councilmember Nancy Florine briefed us on where we stand.
There's 4% perhaps of the county that has buildable land, new buildable land on it. I think over time we're going to be seeing redevelopment along our transit corridors. That's the expectation, and I think this plan is going to recognize that the future of housing in Montgomery County is not going to be really in established neighborhoods. Those aren't going to change. But where things may change is in our urban areas and along our major corridors.
Officials say increased national media attention has increased the awareness of cases of hoarding in Montgomery County. Hoarders save large quantities of possessions and have trouble throwing any of them away. To address this issue, the county has formed a task force designed to help those individuals who struggle with hoarding. Councilmember George Leventhal told us about their work.
It's important that individuals be aware that this is a condition, that it is something that is common to many people. It is important that code enforcement step in where a house is no longer livable. It is important that the fire marshal be aware if a home is a fire hazard. It is important that the relatives and friends of an individual who may have the condition understand that it is a condition and work with the individual to get treatment. And to some degree, county government can assist with the behavioral health aspects of the problem, but we're really most limited there because state law does not enable the government to force someone to get mental health treatment unless that individual is considered to be an imminent threat to himself or herself or others, and hoarding does not qualify. So mental health is a very, very challenging thing to get at by the government.
And to close out our show this week, a few noteworthy mentions. Councilmember Nancy Florine has once again been named to the list of Maryland's top 100 women. This is the third time Ms. Florine has received this honor. Also this week, Councilmember Mark Elrich took part in a forum at the Brookings Institution in Washington, D.C. on the success of the bus rapid transit system in Latin American countries. And finally, the Council will accept applications for a 4-year appointment to the Charter Review Commission until March 23rd. To find out more about any of these stories, visit the Council's webpage, montgomerycountymd.gov/council. Well, that wraps up this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.